Okay, mission 3, Hornets nest kicked, so they do have an air force. After last night's raid, they have now posted patrols on the borderline. Patrol as usual, Lieutenant. Basically, there is a flight going up and down on their side that if you fuck with them, they will fuck with you. Defectors. Blah blah. In other news. Right. Obviously, no mods because I got shot down and couldn't respawn. I'm carrying 3 drop tanks. I don't feel that's necessary. Get rid of them. I want something hard hitting on the ground. Yeah. I don't want GPS, I don't think. Okay, that should be. I mean, there are bombers about, but they don't really interact with you. There are the patrols about, but only if you fly and activate a SAM site will you get a fighter come after you. So, and roll the longbow. Well, where'd you go? There you go. It used to have a much more satisfying sound. I believe I am already on. I'm already airborne. About 35% up. Which kind of I know it's really annoying cold starting, but I prefer it because I get everything set up how I want. Whereas now I'm going to be thrown into the air and I don't even have lights on or my visor down and my virtual desktop's not pinned in the position I want it. These are all things that it's advantageous to be patient. I am mentally planning my F-45 campaign, but I don't know, I'm still learning what to actually use it for. I just don't really get on with it. It's like learning to fly it like it's meant to be. I'm kind of half flying it like an F-26, and then in my head it's also a Kestrel, and it doesn't work. It doesn't end well with me. And I seem to think that I'm invisible and invulnerable because it's stealth, but I'm not very good at actually employing stealth. But anyway, that's why I like the F-26. It's a fucking awesome thing. Here we go. Game not in focus. Let's get that down. What's this thing? Form up. Form up. What do you mean game not in focus? Road ahead there. Okay.
Autopilot disengaged. Autopilot disengaged.
Seems quieter than normal.
Shoot.
Do that on mute for now. Form up.
Roger.
Spread close.
Roger.
Disengage.
Copy.
Just get this on objective. Okay, so patrol point west is done. Brass taxi. The defectors are being picked up. A Kestrel is leaving Chiron now. Track it. Well, this is it here. That's what the waypoint's on. Everything else is done a bit. Okay, so it's saying new Overwatch detail. Okay. Oh, there it is. Let's get sit in here. It must be in here. He's directly underneath me. There's a wing of fighters. Yeah, they're the patrols directly above us right now. There he is. Bring our speed to 400. There's my wingman. Someone's having problems with this mission, and I don't understand because I've tested it several times and it's been fine. Just pulling away. Okay, we have a nice vision now. I keep him in my ball. Unfortunately, I couldn't really get the timing as good as I wanted it to be. So the narrative of the story is actually different than what I want, but how it plays out is equally viable. So there was an exchange to happen on this marshland, but the previous Kestrel went down, so we're flying in to see what happened. Unfortunately, the trigger goes off before I wanted it to, so here we go. You see down there on the island, which you might not be able to see, column of smoke. That's a downed Kestrel with a defector. There's 2 soldiers basically down there. The rest are dead. So it's now help the survivors. Now the survivors are down at that column of smoke. So we think that Kestrel is gonna go in and land. Baby, fuck off. Like a dog pacing around and it's typical. Anyway, so the Kestrel, when it flies over the point, pop. So he's down as well. Now, what you now need to do is brake hard right. Go onto your TGP. Zoom it all the way out. Put yourself into an orbit pattern. So I have not failed the mission. Right. And then once I hit orbit, put the TGP pan down whilst in orbit to the crest site. See them there? Now they are going to take their sweet ass time walking over to the RV. You will see a green flare. Now what you now do is wingman engage. Engage.
Roger.
Right. So Higgs Zuka.
Hostile target spotted.
Yep, me too.
Hot.
So then down here, this is your little thing to do. There's one patrol boat. Oh, missing him. One, okay. Now follow his line to where the spawn point is. There's two. See, I'm still on speed hold. For your information, it seems like 410, around to 400 miles an hour. That followed the Kestrel in nicely.
Altitude. 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 Altitude.
Let's get a side step from these.
Altitude.
I hate her. She is a pain in my life. But...
Good hit.
okay, so he should be attacking. Yeah, he's attacking the bunker and the rockets. That's good. Right. Pause a G. Okay, and bring it back on. Install that. And boom. Not very steady at that. Boom, and then there's the final two. B1, they will shoot at you. Yep. I mean, you could drop your tank, but I wouldn't just be prepared. I got Hydra. Yay. Hydra. Hell Hydra! Okay, that is the 5 boats for the gunboat dealt with. So now, go laser bombs forward, zoom out. Now there are bunkers and all sorts, so keep an eye. I mean, this is more of a scripted thing rather than a you can fuck up thing. I am thinking about later on releasing it as hardcore mode.
Bombs away.
Roger that. So, where are we?
Shack. Good
There's a
hit.
bunker. To get some flaps so I can maintain my. Oh, there's bombers. The bomber is at my. That's what. That's my wingman. Let's try and get one of these before he picks them up.
Shoot.
Shack.
Boom. was it? Rocket truck or something? I'm getting a lot of jitter. I don't know if it's because of background. Oh, here comes the bombing one. There's the flare. Let's get this rocket truck.
Shaka Khan.
Shaka shaka taka taka.
Shoot.
Fox 2. Missile lost track.
Oof. Oh, that one is firing.
Fox 2.
Attack my target.
Missed. Copy. Approaching your target.
Over T.
I missed my target.
Shoot.
Patience, little woman.
Attack order complete.
Fuck you. Right.
Shack, good hit.
Right, so there's right incoming on the smoke. Right, that's good for them. You've got a Kestrel flying in now. Right, forward, zoom back out.
Fox 2.
Attack my target.
Copy. Attacking your target.
Shoot.
So what's going to happen now is the Kestrel will be picking them up. Let's just deal with this rocket truck.
Damn it. Missed.
I've actually forgotten the name of it. It's like babushkas or wishkas or something.
Attack order complete.
You didn't fucking do it, I did, dick. Okay, so then there's another one. Forward, zoom out.
Fox 2.
Yeah, that one is pretty close to home right now, and I think would cause a lot of problems. Okay, I have block. Attack my target.
Copy. Approaching your target.
Shoot.
I missed my target.
Waiting for the diamond on the W. Boom. Okay, so when the Kestrel does pick him up, he's there now, he's landing at smoke. He's ordered to form up on you, so you don't actually need to do anything. You can continue providing CAS. And
Attack order complete. Fox 2.
Missile launch.
what are you attacking? So there's bombers about.
I missed my target.
I don't know what your target is. Disengage, form up, spread close.
Copy.
Okay, so get to the front and get out to cold. We're just in orbit now. The package is now boarding the Kestrel. Kestrel is now taking off. So I shall complete my turn until I hit bearing 222. Meanwhile, the Kestrel is airborne, gear up and approaching and falling it in. It will become element. Something.
Shoot.
No, don't put bad things in there. Okay, here it comes. Okay, heading. Slightly missed, I think, but basically southwest. I'm dialing the speed for 666. I'm going to hold our altitude nice at 7,000. We have the package has formed up on us. We have our wingman. We still have ordnance. Now, for this part, you're basically wanting to fly in the way you came out. Now what you need to do really, I haven't done this, is put a waypoint on help the survivors. That puts your waypoint back to base. It's, I swear, it's like we're being attacked, but we're not. Right. TGB forward, zoom out, power off there. Comms, wingmen, flight, next page, and then the words I shall not speak right now. Okay, so now we've come off of the water and we are basically going to fly to the waypoint now. So let's stick it on nav with altitude hold and it will bring us around nicely and very little I've still got the flaps now. Now basically we are flying between the two SAM sites. They have a detection radius and there's a small little gap between them that you pass through. If you want to set them off you can. If you set off the far western one, its flight leader will come and attack you. Because it's the flight lead, it will bring all of them. They won't attack you though, they will just fly around and watch you. If you kill him, they fuck off. All the other ones will initiate one pilot to come and get you. So on our right is the mission objective. Now we are approaching the border, so as we come in, pardon me, just had a very fattening lunch. Right, so now if you just do that RTB, and off they go, both of them, whoosh. And then if you join the circuit, come back onto objectives, bring your speed down.
Autopilot disengaged.
I like to orbit at 200. I'll get some flaps down, right? Apparently, it's
Autopilot disengaged.
So something's been near here because it's triggered all the SAM stuff. Something was going on. Now the SAM isn't actually, the air-based defences aren't supposed to pop up. Just lighting ourselves up a bit. Objective, return to base. Tower requesting landing.
Whiskey 1-1, tower. The landing pattern is full. Ready for clearance.
Copy that. So I can see the Kestrel there. There's my wingman landing. That might have been what all the juddering was about. It was spawning in all the air defences. I mean, I've tried to do these missions where it's like, yep, you want to unlock it, you want to get it done, so you know, next mission, move on. But I've also tried to put
Landing gear.
alternative, like generation kill missions come up
Autopilot disengaged.
from this one.
Whiskey 1-1, tower. Cleared to land at runway 27.
Copy that. See, so yeah, what I say is like you can rearm. Oh, they're bombing our fucking SAMs. Okay, what's that? AP, we don't need that now. Fuck off. These bastards are bombing the base.
Over G.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Follow the taxi path to your parking area.
It doesn't feel so safe here right now. There's the Kestrel parked up all nicely. And actually no. Yeah, but yeah, I'm afraid try to ignore where ATC tell you to park and always come back to the one you took out from, which is the first one next to the tower. Okay, okay. This should be
Ready to rearm and refuel.
end of the mission, and I completed it in 25 minutes. Now, I didn't get generation kill, but I think I can. You can take off and complete that one. So, like, you know, it's all primarily air targets. There is all the SAMs as well, so you'd want to mix back, maybe do an air-to-air flight and then come back. But there's nothing to say you have to do it. It's just more because you can. So anyway, that's mission 3. Well, it's my 4th video. Anyway, record. Okay, it's not going to stop.